How do you relate to clients?
When trying to relate to a client, I find it's easier to follow certain steps if I'm struggling to relate to them. An example of this is in active listening. I find it shows the client I'm listening to any problems or issues that are weighing on them that they want to discuss. Also, in nodding my head, I feel it indicates to the client that I'm interested in what they have to say, and I really am here to help them in any way that I can. I also try to keep an open mind when trying to relate to a client, as when the client has to say, I feel by keeping an open mind, it's an easy way to relate to the client as you're not judging what the client is saying and you can see their perspective of the situation. In also asking questions by referring what the client said, it shows you're listening as you're almost repeating what they have said, but you're gaining information on that topic. It really shows the client that you have heard what they've said, but trying to gain more information.
What personal qualities do you believe are important for success in this job as a health practitioner?
An important quality is to have good interpersonal skills, as this job requires you to talk to clients regularly, so I find it's important for you to have the ability to communicate to clients in a way where they feel comfortable talking to you, and you're not going to say anything that might offend the client or have them not take you seriously in this profession. Another quality I feel is important is having the willingness to learn, as in this field there are constantly new studies coming out, and it's essential to constantly educate yourself on these, as clients might come to you with questions about this, and in you already having the knowledge, you are able to help inform this client.
If you come across a difficult client, how would you handle this situation?
When experiencing a difficult client, regularly clients might focus on what went wrong, the bad that has happened, instead of what is the best solution to overcome this issue. This is when I feel it's important to hear their point of view. For example, if you're suggesting something new for a client to try, such as a new diet or lifestyle change, and they are not on board with this idea, I feel it's important to listen to what the client has to say, ask them open-ended questions, and establish what they would feel comfortable with trying. Even if it's beginning with something little, and the more they feel comfortable, introduce more concepts to them. This helps for me as it shows the client you can hear about what they feel comfortable doing, and you're not trying to force them into doing anything out of their comfort zone.
Tell me some areas where you need to improve, and what have you done to address these?
An area I have been working on improving is confrontation with clients. For example, if I feel boundaries are being crossed with a client, I occasionally tend to put off mentioning this, that certain boundaries are being crossed, as I try to avoid making them feel awkward or embarrassed about the situation. However, to help improve this, I now discuss with the client some boundaries both them and myself feel we should place. So I let them contribute to the boundaries we are setting, as well as I am communicating to them some boundaries I feel are important we do not cross. I find this a good solution as it allows the client to feel more comfortable communicating with myself and knowing what is appropriate and inappropriate, as well as the client knows I am also aware of what is okay and what isn't okay.
How do you handle stress in the workplace?
Whenever I feel stressed, I often turn to mindfulness exercises, as I find this is the most effective way for me to relax and reduce any stress that I have. I often try to take a couple minutes out of my day to slow down my breathing and really just think in the present. Mindfulness exercises also often help to clear my head, and I begin to feel less flustered and worried, as the mindfulness exercise helps bring my attention to the present, rather than stressing over the past or any future work that I'm stressed about. In mindfulness, it often results in me not initially overreacting and unnecessary stressing about myself, as I feel I'm able to pause and really think about the best solution to an issue, whereas in being stressed, often I'm unable to do this.